Hey guys, what's up? Hope you're doing great. So today I'll be showing you this tutorial on coming up with lips and the procedure. There are several procedures of drawing lips, and I thought of showing you this one amongst the many other procedures. So yeah, it's quite simple and easy, just like any other piece of art I've done or tutorial video I've done. So you draw these two lines, coming up with something like a pyramid. These two lines, and you put another single line in between the two lines, making it to look completely like a pyramid. And then you draw a V shape in between the two pyramidal lines. You draw a V shape with the V center on the middle line. Yeah. Then you draw the line that will be the middle of the lip. And the bottom line that will mark the bottom part of the lip. So you extend this V shape. To make it be complete, you extend this line, curve it downwards perfectly. Yeah, that's awesome. And then the other end also, curve it. You extend it and curve it to complete the top lip. Right. After doing that, you come up with the bottom part of the upper lip, the lower part of the upper lip. So curve it at the middle, since the lip is not just a round shape or a conical shape. You curve it to make something like an M, but not a complete M with sharp edges. So after that, you work with the lower lip, you make the curve, and the curve will pass through the bottom line that we had made of the pyramid. Yeah, it's as easy as that. So we'll get rid of this other part, the sketch, the layouts that help us to come up with this sketch of a lip or sketch of lips. Yeah, after getting rid of the lines, those will go through the middle part of the lip, just to give it a clear lining or layout. Then we'll make a shading, a little rough shading of these lips. At this point, you can see that the lips are kind of shaping out and coming to a vision or visuality. So we'll make this little shading, and notice that I'm shading it in a vertical manner, and the lines are overlying each other. This is because of the skin of the lip is folded and the folds are in a vertical manner. That's why you are shading it horizontally like this. Yeah, so we'll make certain parts darker a little bit, and you need to remember that when drawing the lips, there are certain highlights that you should look out for, and basically they're the highlights in the lower lip a little bit and the upper lip. So here I'll just make this little shading blend out. I'll blend it. Yeah, after blending it, you realize that it's coming to vision. The lips are coming to vision. Although it's a rough and sketch, we'll rub here since it's protruding out weirdly. So we'll rub it and correct the place. And I'll redo this bottom part of the lip, giving it a nice and cool curve. Yeah, and also redo the shading, leaving a little bit space in between the lower part of the lower lip, since that differentiates the skin of the face and the lips. Yeah, right. That's why I've done that shading in the bottom part. So after doing all that to differentiate the skin tone of the down part of the lip and the lip itself, we work on the middle line that differentiates the upper and the bottom lip, that we make this line have a dark tone than the rest of the lip, since it is the line of difference in this lip sketch. Yeah, so we make it darker and darker. but I think I've made this a little bit more thicker than it should be. I'll reconstructure that later. You will see. Just to make the lip come to its perfect pencil art shape or something like that. Yeah, so I applied these folds again to make the lip folds enumerate and stand out. Yeah, giving it a little bit of realistic touch to it. One thing you need to understand about doing lip art or once you are drawing lips on any portrait that you'll be doing is that the lips, the shading is what counts and what makes the lips stand out and become more realistic. And when you pay attention to key details such as the lip folds or when shading the lip, you give a lip or the portrait a furthermore realistic touch. So I will have to rub this part that I was telling you. The line, I made it a little bit more thicker than it should be, so I think rubbing it will make a significant change in this. Okay, so yeah, you complete the line, and I think our lip is coming to an end, and you will realize that coming up with lips is very easy. It's not as complicated as you may think. It's all about a matter of shading, just as I've already said. Again, I'll apply a little bit of the folds here. The one thing that I'm paying key attention on is the lip folds, since they make the lips look real. Yeah, and that's why I'm using these lines even after shading and blending the dark shade. I still came to rub the part and put these little lines to enumerate the lip folds. If you have the needed eraser, making the lip folds could be much easier, but for me I don't have it, so I just use my simple tools, the pencil and the usual rubber, and that's why I make the folds using the pencil lines that you've seen here. Since the lip the lip needs to have the highlights on the lower lip mostly, which makes it a little bit more realistic. So this is what I do. I rub to give it the highlights. You'll notice that a lip should have these basic highlights. The highlights that I've made here, the 3 highlights, the 2 at the bottom and 1 on the top lip, yeah, are the main key highlights that the lip should have. So if you have a needed eraser, it will be much easier, but if you don't have it, like the way I don't have it, this is how I do the bottom lip and the upper lip using my rubber. So I rub it and I go back and put the lines or the shades of line. There are many types of shading, so I shade using the line shading just to make the skin of the lip to become a little bit folded and be seen. I think that gives it a better touch than before, than initial part of the lip. Yeah, so you rub a little bit to give it the highlights of the lip. Yeah, to give it the highlights of the lip. And I think with that, the lip is complete. You are complete with your piece of art, and you are good to go. Just as easy as that.